What's happening, YouTube family? It's your boy Keebaloo coming at you again with another cigar opinion on a particular cigar. Today we're going to be smoking the West Tampa Tobacco Company Black. This is a 5x50 Robusto. Uh, West Tampa Tobacco Company has two versions of this, one with the black and one with the white. This is the white. The difference being is that how long they let the wrapper ferment. The white, I think, is for 6 months. The black, which we're smoking tonight, is for 9 months. The West Tampa Tobacco Company found a little known tobacco factory over in Esteli, Nicaragua, known as the Gramada Cigar Company, hidden away in those mountains, in those valleys of Esteli, Nicaragua. Now, the deets on this is kind of a mouthful, so allow me while I check my notes. The wrapper is Ecuadorian Dark Habano. The binder is Ometepe Habano. The filler is Condega Viso, Esteli Viso. And obviously the country in Oregon is going to be Nicaragua. So a lot is going on in this little bitty fancy cigar. See if I can get that light to come on a little bit. I love the band. Dark gold colors with it. Nicely packed. I've already put a straight cut on it. So we'll put some fire to this, see what it tells me. I took a little bit of cold draw, which I'm not big into because everybody's palate is different. I don't necessarily always get anything off the cold draw, but this one's pretty unique. Is that I immediately got sweet chocolate with coffee. Immediately got some of the flavors that pipped in. So put a little bit of soft fire to it. See what's popping with it. All right. I say that. Oh, that's embarrassing. I'm gonna keep that in there because what are reviews if they ain't real, right? When I come back, and Amber on this the whole time. Back again, family. Like I said, got a little bit of fire to that. Turn line's pretty even. As I started the cigar, the dark chocolate followed by a little bit of coffee taste to it was very, very prevalent as the cigar started. The aroma coming from this is almost like compared to like the smell you get when you walk in one of those little fancy coffee houses, Dutch Brothers or the other one with the weird mermaid on it. I'm not a fan. But it's a very appealing aroma that comes off this. A lot of good smoke, good draw. Oh, the retro hill, a little bit of black pepper. Not burning the sinuses, but just enough to complement that dark chocolate. Really nice on the back of the palate too, that lingers on. Creamy finish to it at this point. Not too harsh. Retro hill. Definitely getting that, a little bit of that pepper and almost like a leathery or sweet tobacco coming off of it. Good compliment so far. I'm gonna puff it down, get back to you. Again, West Tampa Tobacco Company, Black. Let's go. What's happening, family? Back with the West Tampa Tobacco Company Black Edition. And I noticed while I was just researching, doing some other stuff here, it's funny how cigars do that too. They start tapping you on your shoulder. That almost like a fruit flavor started coming up, but not like a sweet flavor. Thinking like a blackberry started to produce itself, mixed in with that chocolate, which is still prevalent. Came through almost on a retro ale. There's a little bit of leather, a hint of earth, which I'm not a fan of. On most cigars, as long as it's not too prevalent. It's a complimentary flavor. I like it. I just don't like that to be the most prevalent flavor in there. But the fruity notes came in, or that blackberry note came in, mixed in with that dark chocolate. Coffee's still there. Everything I'm saying shows to be a medium to full. I'm not getting that. Get it a medium, maybe a medium plus. Not really a full. It doesn't burn my nasals when I take on the retro hill. Allow the smoke to sit in my mouth. I don't get that burning on my palate. You know it's there. It's almost like a spicy compliment to the cigar. Not a whole lot of complexity, but good flavors. The flavors that are good, that in my opinion are good for a cigar, especially a Habano or a darker Habano type cigar. Ecuadorian wrappers have always been kind of unique and complex to me when I'm smoking them. In regards of how they balance the spice or the black pepper and spice and with any other type of tasting notes you get. I often get asked about those tasting notes too. And I tell people when you look at all that, just disregard that when you smoke a cigar. Try to give yourself some time just to enjoy a cigar and not worry about all that. It'll be like I said before, like a little tap on the shoulder when you're like, oh, I recognize that flavor. Because tasting notes are based on the smoker's individual experience, right? If you never had cumin or anything like that or can't identify it, you're not going to associate that with anything, right? You associate with what you know. Now, the more cigars you smoke, the more your palate gets refined, the more things you starting having, more times you start having tasting uh, notes. Like when I get nutty flavors, I usually get peanut and cashews for the most part. Every once in a while, I might get the bitter notes of almonds, but I don't eat a lot of almonds. But I associate either with peanuts, dry roasted, or cashews, as is. The lightly salty, the chewiness and the sweetness of that. That's what I associate with. So when I tell people that, I usually equate that's the nuttiness that I get in. And when people get in, when you get into the culture of cigars, those things start revealing themselves to you and they become more enjoyable for me anyway. I like the way that it makes me to be still and takes time to enjoy it. Everybody should have their own home lounge, and I have mine. Empire and Tobacco Cigar Emporium here in Central Texas. If you ever get a chance to look it up, look. Nice little vibe, nice little place, good little selection of cigars, music with no words. Got a place so you can actually enjoy a cigar as it has a conversation with you. That's important. No matter what you smoke, as long as you enjoy it. I never knock anybody for what their flavor is. Because if you get into it, you're gonna graduate from the Black and Milds and from all the candy flavored cigars, which I don't say in the diss of it, but just you'll get to learn to experience the nuances what these burning tobacco leaves produce. And as we get down to this one, nice even burn line, stacking dimes as far as the ash go, not too bad. Well constructed cigar. I'm gonna enjoy this conversation by this West Tampa Tobacco Company Black. See what she has to say. I'll be back. Welcome back, cigar family. Getting on down to the second third of the West Tampa Tobacco Company Black Cigar, 5x50 Robusto. Getting to the second third, interesting thing happened. The aroma changed a little bit on me, where now I'm getting a little bit of a cedar or woodsy aroma coming off of it. That chocolate note went from the bitter sweetness of dark chocolate to almost sweet milk chocolate. That blackberry or that fruity note is still in there mixed in with it. The earth notes have died down considerably. I have had a little bit of trouble with the draw. It seems like it's tightening up on me. But good smoke output nonetheless. Still stacking dimes. Fairly even burn line. Nice ash. Well constructed cigar. Good flavor. Not harsh on the palate at all. I'm just getting down to the second third of it, and I think I've been smoking this for right at going on 30 minutes now, going close to 40 minutes now. Good, slow, good conversation cigar. Real jazzy texture, real jazzy taste left on the palate. A nice complement of that cedar or that woodsy note that picks up right now is a pretty good transition. Uh, some of the normal notes you would have, unlike something like a oaky or starchy type taste, cedar's always a welcome because it has aromatics and almost has a sweetness to the flavor. Not too much, I keep using sweetness, but that's what I get. It's not like it's harsh or robust. It's real subtle as it transitions. I think I'm gonna try to save my clothes on that ash, smoke it on down past that nice label or band, and hit it when I get to the final third. Y'all hold it down. What's happening, YouTube family? I'm wrapping up the West Tampa Tobacco Company black cigar, getting to the final third of it. The draw did tighten up on me a little bit more. Had to poke it a little bit, open it up just a tad. That may have been a straight cut. As you know, I'm typically a V-cut guy, but I've been trying to change up my approach to cigars with different various ways. I might even try my punch one time, and I got my ultimate poker or whatever it is. I'm gonna try that too to see if I can get a different experience on it. Anyway, flavors that's going into the final third. Oh, let me just tell you, the burn lines stay pretty much consistent throughout. Well-constructed cigar. Very impressed with that. Leather, that blackberry, stayed very prominent. Even got more pronounced in its flavor profile. Retrohale, that leather and coffee note just makes this a delicious cigar, actually, for my palate. Everything you'd want in a Robusto type cigar. I thought it'd be a little, I was expecting complexity, but they were pretty pronounced. They were definite for my opinion on how the cigar transitioned from those leather, cedar, coffee, dark chocolate, milk chocolate, all the way through. As it wrapping it up, typically when you go through the hay/heaven part of the cigar and you get into that hell part or the final third, earth and mineral sometimes pop up, especially in these Habana type cigars or Habana cigars. Not getting that. I'm getting those leather notes, berry and that dark chocolate coming back, which makes it a very nice finish for me. The price point on this was like about $9.99 or $10, which wasn't too bad for a Robusto, in my opinion. This day in market for cigars, you might can get it cheaper. I think I've actually seen it for $8.99 some places. So in that respect, I got to excuse Harley. She's chasing something over there. I don't know what she got going on. Overall, my wrap up of this is that it's a nice cigar with some delicious aroma, taste profiles for me. If you see one, I'd pick it up. It's definitely worthwhile of at least a 5-pack. If you haven't tried the white version, which again, the only thing that's really different on that is how long they ferment the binder on it. I'm sorry, the wrapper on that, between 6 and 9 months. Seems like it makes a difference. I did smoke the white, but it seemed like it was a little more black pepper forward, had a little more spice to it. This is more accustomed to what I like to get down with. I'm not that big of a leather guy, but the way it complements with this dark chocolate is very, very jazzy to me. So, hope the day finds you well when you get a chance to view this, when you're bored. If you're so inclined, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button. Means the world to me when you do. That you found a bored time in your life to come and listen to me ramble on, in my opinion, of these cigars. So until the next time, smoke them if you got them. Keep out.